Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Uttu Rans, and I'll be reviewing the Burnley versus Chelsea fixture. Big victory for Chelsea, as you can see. A 2-0 victory. Goals courtesy Pedro Neto in the first half and Enzo Fernandez in the second half. The game started off brightly for Burnley. The first 15 minutes of the game, they were the team that was the better attacking team, especially the way they were creating the chances, playing line breaking passes past the Chelsea midfielders, giving the Burnley wingers Anthony and Chouna the chances to go at the Chelsea centre halves that were Trevor Chalobah and Tosin Adara Oyo. But the two Chelsea centre halves at that moment, Tosin as well as Chalobah, did their job very well, not giving a sniff to the Burnley attackers in getting their chances on goal, blocking or intercepting any given opportunity that they did have. But following on after the 15 minute mark, Burnley slowed down. They were happy to sit back a lot more, with Chelsea then dominating the possession and getting into the game as well. For another 10 to 15 minutes of the game, I think till the 25th to 30th minute of the game, Chelsea did try to go forward with the ball, but they weren't able to penetrate past the Burnley press in the midfield, as well as unable to get past the Burnley defenders in trying to create some chances. Although Liam Delap and Joao Pedro were trying their best to kind of create some chances with some 1-2 passes, with some cute chances attempted, or passes attempted by Joao Pedro to find Liam Delap, which weren't working at all because the execution wasn't it. And for most of the first half, Jamie Gittins as well as Pedro Neto were also neutralized by Kyle Walker and Hartman, the two fullbacks for Burnley, in this game. But going after that, in the 30s, I think 37th minute, past that, Chelsea started creating some chances. Courtesy some beautiful play by Andre Santos, who, in my opinion, was the man of the match in this game. He was tremendous. He had some great touches and beautiful turns to go past the press and the midfield players and the players that were marking him as well, creating a lot more space in the midfield to then try and find his wingers, as well as play Joao Pedro, who also in some occasions was very good with his touches and turn past his man, but was unable to find the right passes, whether it was to Liam Delap or to Pedro Neto on the wing. Even Liam Delap was wasteful in front of goal and a bit selfish as well, where instead of rolling the ball to his wingers, he simply tried and took on some chances from bad angles and from bad areas of the pitches, which were nowhere near on target. But then the goal came with Jamie Gittins putting in a delightful cross into the box. Pedro Neto was unmarked in the far post area, and he headed it past the keeper Dubravka to make it 1-0. Going into the first half, and even in the second half, Chelsea obviously they took over, courtesy of the momentum that they built in past the 30th minute of the game. They were creating some half chances and chances that they could have done better to kind of bury past the keeper, which they were unable to do so, and would have felt that they should have been 2 or 3 goals up, because later on in the 70th minute onwards, Burnley took control of the game and were the more dominant team going further in those 70th to probably until Chelsea obviously scored the second goal, courtesy Enzo Fernandez a goal due to beautiful play by Mark Gui to go past firstly Tuan Zebe and then Martin Dubravka, giving him a thought that okay, Gui might take a shot here, and he was ready to kind of make a save, but Gui, using his presence of mind, cutting the ball back into the middle of the box, giving it to Enzo Fernandez, who had an open goal, and he slotted it past not just Dubravka but also the two defenders, two Burnley defenders, making it 2-0 for Chelsea. And then from then on, it was game, set, and match, honestly. But Burnley, when they did keep a possession of the ball and tried to create some chances in the second half, were a lot better and were catching Chelsea's defenders off, making them make a few errors. With Badiashile, who did come on in the second half in place of Reece James, playing in the centre half position with Trevor Chalobah going to the right back position. He was caught in um, a few places where he was making a few errors, giving Burnley the half chances which they weren't able to capitalize on. And Burnley, I'm sure, will be disappointed for not getting a goal back in the second half, because the Chelsea defense was a bit nervy in those 15 minutes of play. But overall, if you look at it, Chelsea did deserve to win this game. And they will be happy with these 3 points, given that they have a fixture midweek at Barcelona and also next weekend against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge. So it's a good start to the week for Chelsea with a crucial 3 points, closing the gap to Arsenal, I think, to 3 points now, and going a point above Man City, who have a game against Newcastle tonight at St James's Park, which is going to be a daunting chance for Man City tonight. But if you look at it throughout, I think Andre Santos, I need to praise him, man. What a baller! Andre Santos, what a performance, lad! Tremendous stuff by Andre Santos in the midfield. Great touch, great turning, great positioning as well. Because in the first half, I remember Kyle Walker putting in 2 3 decent crosses into the box, but Andre Santos' position was so good that he was able to recover the ball in all those situations, getting the ball, playing it out to the wingers, playing it to Enzo Fernandez or Joao Pedro to try and build an attack. Superb positioning by Andre Santos, and defensively, tremendous stuff. Winning the ball on many occasions, and also when he did have the ball, going past his man with ease, going past 2 to 3 players with ease, winning the fouls for Chelsea in those areas when they had to slow down the play, and also finding his wingers and other teammates very well, giving defensive security in front of the back line as well. Superb play, honestly, by Andre Santos today. For me, he was the man of the match by far, honestly. And also the two defenders, Chalobah and Tosin, superb. They were tremendous, winning the ball back for Chelsea with ease. Crucial tackles, crucial interceptions. Didn't give Burnley a sniff at all. And I think it was a complete performance by them. Tosin as well, winning some headers from long balls played by Burnley. Keeping it cool at the back for Chelsea, not giving Burnley a chance at all, which was superb by them. And even if you look at the match ratings, Robert Sanchez has a 7.7 rating. I think he did his job very well, claiming crosses very well, parrying the ball away when required, holding on to the ball very well, going with the long passes well. So he's been given a 7.7. Look at you can even see here Tosin and Chalobah getting those high ratings. Kukurea was fine. I didn't think he was exceptional. I thought he gave away the ball in some areas where he could have done a lot better. But apart from that, I thought obviously Enzo Fernandez did score a goal, and he's been given the man of the match by Footmob. But in my opinion, I thought Andre Santos was superb. Even the substitutions made by Maresca were impactful. Mark Gui, as I spoke earlier, giving the assist to Enzo Fernandez. He made an impact there, which was what was necessary in that situation, given that Chelsea were just 1-0 up. A 1-goal cushion isn't usually enough in these kind of games, with the way Burnley were attacking Chelsea in the second half. So him making that beautiful play, putting the ball on to a play to Enzo Fernandez, who made it 2-0. That was superb stuff by him. Benoit Badiashile, I thought he was average. He looked very nervy at the back, and also picked up a yellow card on a foul on Esteve in the box before the corner was taken off. So therefore, there was no penalty check there. And Malo Gusto, I thought he did very well, winning the ball back in the midfield as he played there, replacing I think Liam Delap. He did very well as well, Gusto, right, winning the ball back, carrying the ball forward for Chelsea. But I thought he was wasteful in getting the right passes to one of his teammates. I thought that was the only downfall for him in the game. But overall, a solid display in the end for Chelsea, and this should give them the confidence to go play Barcelona midweek and also against Arsenal next weekend, which can be a big game for Chelsea as they can try and close the gap down to Arsenal. Overall, Enzo Maresca, I think he's got it right in the end. Obviously, he was complaining about having an early kickoff today, but he will be happy with the 3 points now, and he can focus on the game against Barcelona. So overall, I think a superb result for Chelsea. Now it's time to catch upon the Liverpool Nottingham Forest game as well as the late game where Newcastle United host Manchester City. So I'm waiting to watch those two games as well now. But great win for Chelsea and moving second to the table on the table temporarily. The Chelsea supporters, I'm sure, will be super happy with this. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe, please. And I'll catch you on all very soon. See you.